And the Dodgers have come in here and imposed their will in the first 2 games of this series. Will Smith leads off. Little flare is going to fall in right field and a base hit. New pitcher for Milwaukee is Tobias Myers.
Tobias Myers was the pitcher of the year for the Brewers last year. 25 starts this year. Started with a left oblique strain. Was up and down 5 different times. They were hoping that he would learn the split change. That would be a good addition to his repertoire.
Myers added to the championship series roster to give him a pitcher who can go multiple innings. He has been a starter. That's why they chose Myers over Mears, who is a short-term reliever. Brewers going with 12 pitchers. One with the extra position player. Same roster dynamic as the Dodgers, but the Dodgers have Ohtani, who is listed as a position player. Muncy 0-2. Myers really struggled against left-handed hitters this season and really throughout his big league career. Developed a split change, as you mentioned, Ronnie, and that's changed his numbers against lefties. One-two pitch. Muncy able to lay off. Muncy with a key home run. 2 outs, 2 strikes, nobody on. Freddie Peralta a strike away from a big ovation and a chance to get through 6 innings in a 2-1 game. Muncy took him deep to center field. Hit it where Frelick couldn't reach it.
Well, Frelick was measuring it up to jump and try to rob it, but he hit his back on the fence as he was going up, so it just stunted his jump.
3-2 the count, and Muncy draws the walk, and the Dodgers with 2 on, nobody out here in the 8th inning.
With so many choices across the U.S., find Boston hotels even Yankees fans could love.
That's the old postseason thing, right? You get Muncy 0-2 and then come back and throw 4 balls and can't get him to chase.
Brings up Teoscar Hernandez. Home run in the 2nd for Hernandez as he fouls that one away. That was on a 2-strike pitch as well.
Teoscar's home run was to left field, but he has power to right center and right field as well. Foul pole to foul pole.
He'll turn 33 tomorrow, Teoscar Hernandez. Myers deals a strike, and it's 0-2. Neither manager has announced their Game 3 starters just yet. Dave Roberts did tell us it will either be Ohtani or Glasnow, depending on where they are in the series. So I guess we'll find out who he prefers in what scenario come Game 3 in Los Angeles. And the Brewers are in a position using their 2 healthy starters in Quinn Priester as a bulk pitcher yesterday and Freddie Peralta as a starter today. Went 5 2/3. They're going to be back in a bullpen game scenario. They do have Jose Quintana, who's been a starter, could be an option. But the options are limited right now for Pat Murphy in Milwaukee.
You know, it makes me feel, after how the game's going so far here, that he might take a chance with the left-handed Quintana starting the game. He's a pro's pro. He's been in every single situation you can be in. Sometimes you need to trust those guys who have all the experience.
0-2 the count on Hernandez. Ball and 2 strikes. There's Quintana. He was excellent against the Brewers last year in the wild card series, pitching for the Mets. In the bullpen tonight. Myers ready. The 1-2. Bouncing ball to third. Durbin coming in. Throw to first is just in time to get Hernandez. Both runners advance. Productive out for Teoscar Hernandez. Out number 1 in the 8th.
Now you got second and third. See if Pat Murphy decides to either gonna have to bring the infield in or put Edman on. You feel with the way that Yamamoto's throwing the ball right now, you got to try to keep this thing at a 4-1 game.
I mean, the only thing that might get Yamamoto out of the game at this point is the Dodger offense. If they are on a few more runs, they may give Dave Roberts a chance to pull the plug early, knowing he would be coming back around later in this series.
Still studying though.
Second and third, infield end with 1 out, and a base hit through for Edman. In to score is Smith. Muncy going to be held at third, and it's an RBI single. Tommy Edman makes it 5-1 Dodgers.
You know, guys, there's just professional hitters that let the game come to them in these situations, and Tommy Edman is one of those. That ball was up in the zone, but knowing the infield's in, right? Just got to squeeze it through somewhere and
just make hard contact somehow, some way.
That's going to draw a visit from the Brewer pitching coach Chris Hook. Dodgers adding on in the late innings. Tommy Edman with his second hit of the game. He's got 4 RBIs this postseason. The NLCS MVP from a year ago, and he's made it 5-1. You can wear what the players are wearing on field during the postseason. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, tees, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite postseason team gear.
It's not an easy thing to do. Not on the roster for the division series, and now out here for the first time in quite some time pitching in a postseason game.
Robert Gasser getting loose in the Milwaukee pen. A couple of guys that spent time together as teammates in AAA. Brewers are at the end of their bullpen right here. Strike to Kike Hernandez.
Maybe not at the end of their bullpen, but the end of chasing.
Yeah,
with their elite
some
bullpen.
Point.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 the count. Right where the Dodgers want them. Dodgers carved out 10 hits tonight. 5 of them have come with 2 strikes, including Kike Hernandez twice. First and third, the 0-2.
Are you a little surprised they didn't walk Edman?
No, I think, you know, Edman and Kike, if you're throwing the ball correctly, when you feel like you can go after those guys. But I know what you're saying. Edman's such a contact guy. It's hard to strike him out or pop him up.
Let's get the righty-righty matchup here, right?
Edman was not wasting much time at the plate. Up there hacking. He had Ohtani with those singles through the hole between first and second to deliver runs tonight. That one misses. Two singles and a walk in the inning. Hernandez pops this one foul.
Both of these teams flying right after the game, working out tomorrow at Dodger Stadium.
It's interesting that the Brewers chose the early workout time. They want to get on the field at Dodger Stadium close to the time that Game 3 will be, which will be twilight part of the night in Los Angeles to 3 o'clock local start.
And get a big league meal at it.
Another great call. Easy to do in LA. 2-2 to Kike Hernandez. Count goes full. Pages due next. Some long faces with Brewers fans here in Milwaukee. So much hope. First time they've hosted a championship series in 7 years. It's only the third time they've been in the NLCS. Ball four. And the bases are loaded. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative to highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, go to playball.org. Follow @playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram.
That hits hard for a little fella.
Late night. Pages gets sawed off. It's a fan base just hungry for postseason success. The Brewers have had a lot of regular season success. They're in a great window, their best window in franchise history. But that 1982 Milwaukee team, the team that they were in the American League back then, didn't go to the National League until 1998, but as an American League team, went to the World Series. That is the most famous team in Milwaukee baseball history. Those players are still legendary figures here. And even those players, Robin Yount and Cecil Cooper, Gorman Thomas, Paul Molitor, they say we want company. We need another World Series team, and that's the only World Series team this franchise has had. Franchise started in Seattle. They were the Pilots.
Don Money.
Yes. 1969 in Seattle, and then they moved to Milwaukee for the 1970 season. Longest droughts between World Series. Mariners at 48, Brewers at 43. Mariners off to a pretty good start to get to a World Series, up 2-0 in that series in the American League.
I don't think the Mariners have ever been to a World Series, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
What a season Cal Raleigh's had.
Pages pops this one up, should stay playable. Shohei Ortiz is over, foul grounds, he's got it for the out, and all three runners stay put. Pages retired, and now Ohtani.
You got to believe here Gasser's going to come in to face Ohtani.
Pat Murphy will make the change. Another young Brewer hurler is going to get a matchup with Ohtani. Tobias Myers is out. Pitching change with 2 outs in the 8th. Dodgers lead 5-1. The 2025 MLB postseason is brought to you by Loan Depot and by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Innovate in the service of people's pursuit of happiness. Started with a bang for Milwaukee. It has been all Dodgers since. They chased the Brewers starter in the 6th. Freddie Peralta giving up that home run with 2 outs in the 6th to Max Muncy. That made it 3-1. The Dodgers have added runs since. It's now 5-1. They have the bases loaded for Ohtani, and Robert Gasser is in.
Robert Gasser, who spent most of the year on the injured list, coming back from Tommy John surgery, made a couple of starts late in the year, pitched a couple of innings in the division series against the Cubs.
And he'll get his matchup with Ohtani. Well, you never know when a matchup emerges in a 7-game series, and I think Pat Murphy wants to see what this looks like in case you need it later. Ohtani with an RBI single his last time up. Violent hack.
Got away with a hanger on that one, trying to go back away. And you said it, though, no better way to welcome someone to an NLCS matchup than bases loaded and Shohei.
0-2 the count. Crowd trying to help out their young pitcher. And he strikes out Ohtani. Robert Gasser has a moment in a championship series. 3 pitches, he wipes out the game's greatest player. 5-1 Dodgers. They've added on in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Brewers coming to bat.